wherever you are in your real estate career, just know, don't expect it to be smooth. This point, and I've come to the realization, and this is how it's helping me navigate the emotional roller coasters of real estate, which I've spoke about in previous videos and I've spoke about in my book, is that real estate things are going to come up. Our job is navigating those things. So at this point, just expect things to come up. And when they come up, navigate them. That's what the business is. Came through, she got experience, and it's a win-win for everybody, and especially for my clients, because they're not in town and they're not here. They're not even gonna be here until after closing, maybe for closing. At this point, yeah, I'm their eyes on the ground. So thank you, Gina.
Thank you.
Okay, let me give you an update of what we have on the schedule today. And aside from that, let me give you a realistic look at real life and real estate. So like, I knew today was gonna be not a big day, but I knew I had a big appointment today. So at 1 p.m. I am conducting the blue tape home orientation for out-of-state buyers. So that's added responsibility for me. They're not there, I'm their eyes on the ground. I'm normally, adding to what they're seeing, but I'm going to be solely responsible for catching things, right? So doing that at 1. Then my buyers attended an open house over the weekend and found a house that they liked. And let's pause for a moment there, because open houses don't normally sell homes, but they can when everything is aligned. I don't believe open houses, like, people just don't go to the grocery store and say, hey, you know what, let me stop in this open house, I like this house, let me go buy a house now. They already have to be in the mind frame of looking for a house and shopping and pre-qualified and all that stuff. So that's why this lined up. So yes, they're under contract. I did not see the house. Their inspection is scheduled for tomorrow at a time that I'm not available, right? So I have everything lined up, but I need to see the house. So I am going earlier. So my plan was to be there by 11. It looks like now I'm gonna get there by like 11:30 to see the house, which is an hour away. So I'm headed there to see the house. And then I wanna make it back on the other side of town, back on this side of town by 12:50 to get with Gina, who is a newer agent, but she's also home team. Like,
in half a mile, use the right 2 lanes to stay to the right.
Our daughters know each other. We were neighbors. Like, I reached out to her to see if she wanted to shadow me today. So it'd be twofold. 1, she could get the experience of an orientation. And then 2, she could also record me and get some, B-roll footage, some content, so that I can put a video together for my Sold by Nat channel. But then this morning I was thinking, well, I should do a video for Nat No's channel as well and just record some content. So that's why I'm recording this, to let you know on the agent side what this is looking like. The other piece that I want to tell you, I have a little bit of road rage that has been a work in progress, but I see I need to work more on the progress. But it also does not help when you're feeling late and rushing to things. Let me tell you why I'm running behind this morning. And then I'm going to tell you why there's added pressure to this appointment and what I need to do after I finish recording to handle the speed bump that came up last night with this contract. Another day in real estate, right? So I want to tell you why I'm running late. But to get there, I'm going to start with what popped off last night. So driving my daughter to volleyball, once I drop her off, I go to the office and work. My home inspector, he did the home inspection on Monday. They ordered a radon test. He got the radon results back yesterday. He went to pick up the results. He sends me a screenshot. All right, I had to shut off the GPS because at this rate, we were never going to get through this video. So he goes and picks up the radon test. He sends me a screenshot. It needs to come in 4 or below. He mentioned that some builders won't do anything if the average number is 5, is under 5. The average number for this is 5.17. The lowest rate is like 0.19. but the highest spikes were 16.16. So I'm just seeing the screenshot. I'm talking to him about, okay, maybe retesting, maybe what other, just talking to him because I knew it was a concern for the buyers. As soon as I hung up the phone with him, I don't even know if I hung up the phone with him, the buyer's texting me about the report and that the builder needs to put in a mitigation system. So contact the on-site agent, because she was texting at the time. Thank God, she's so sweet. Contact her and just ask her, because I'm driving. I don't have the contract in front of me to see what this builder's policy is on radon systems. And she tells me that, yeah, they don't do radon systems. They'll give the buyer a $250 credit towards installing a system. Yeah, that's not going to cut it with this buyer. And especially because the buyer goes on to share with me that there is concern, a history with cancer, and this is like a major concern. Like something's going to have to happen. So I know in my mind, one way or the other, this is going to have to, a mitigation system is going to have to be resolved. So my inspector, the on-site agent, myself, we're communicating. The inspector says he will go ahead and retest for free. That's why I appreciate my vendors. The on-site agent is saying like she'll throw in some money. She'll talk to the builders about, like, I'll throw in, like, we're going to figure this out. So when I finish recording this, I am going to start making calls to see how much a mitigation system can cost, how we can get it installed or whatever. I guess the other piece that I just have to talk to the buyer about is that it's most likely going to have to happen after closing, and he's going to have to be okay with that. So that is something that came up, and I'm just like, yeah, couldn't this just be smooth? But I got to get over it. Like, I didn't harp on that, because at this point, and wherever you are in your real estate career, just know, don't expect it to be smooth. If it is smooth, just be appreciative, but do not expect it to be smooth. At this point, and I've come to the realization, and this is how it's helping me navigate the emotional roller coasters of real estate, which I've spoke about in previous videos and I've spoke about in my book, is that real estate things are going to come up. Our job is navigating those things. So at this point, just expect things to come up. And when they come up, navigate them. That's what the business is. That's what we're going to deal with. So do I want to deal with this? No. But am I grateful for the business? Yes. So I'm going to get this worked out one way or the other. So that's what I was dealing with last night, in addition to an already tough day for business and personal reasons. Things are picking up, which I said, like, Lord, okay, I'm ready. I need things to pick up, and things are picking up. And now it just seems like a lot. So I'm like, now my prayer is going to be, and is, Lord, help me manage and navigate, all the things, and juggle all the balls and handle all the people in the different stages, right? So I was feeling that, and, just trying to, work through that. And then on the personal side as well, I had something come up that, was a gut punch. So was feeling that. Then this came up. Then I get home at 10:40, and I'm like, all right, I just need to get in the bed, get as much sleep as I can, because I have a long day tomorrow. That does not happen. Why does that not happen? Because we still deal with real life. I get home, my daughter walks in my mom's room, and she looks back at me and she's like, come here. And I'm like, what? And my mom is like bent over, holding her stomach in pain. So thankfully, we know now, we had an idea, like it was gas, but it was just really bad. So instead of being able to come home, shower, get in the bed, my night was concerned for my mom, and I ended up eventually leaving her, going to take a shower, and came right back, and I slept in her room, and she was just moaning and tossing and turning like all night, in pain, in discomfort. I'll say pain would warrant crying, but it was clear discomfort, and she was just moaning. And I'm doing as much as I can, heating pads, trying to doze off. She's trying to doze off. At point, she's dozing off. Got up several times during the night. I remember getting up last at like 1:40 a.m. And I'm like, yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a tough one. And then I think, off and on through the night, But again, I got up at like 5 and she's like, yeah, it's eased. And I'm like, thank God I could get like a good hour's sleep. It starts thundering and raining, and then I got to get up to take my daughter to school in the morning. So yeah, that was, yeah, my night, and what caused or has added to, yeah, me running late this morning because I dropped my daughter to school, came back home, slept for an hour, and yeah, started the day. So I'm just, I'm thrown off, but we're gonna keep it moving. And then sidebar, did not charge my gadgets like I should have, because with all going on, I just, yeah, that just wasn't a concern. So with all the content that I want to record today, I'm gonna be charging from the car. So that was a lot. So yeah, I'm headed now to Sandy Springs to see this property, and right now it says I should be there at 11:29. So prayerfully I'll be there, be back in time, and now I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna make the calls to find out about the mitigation system and all of that. And Lord, just give me just give me the guidance and the direction and the wording to speak with my buyers, to put them at ease, to know that this will be taken care of. And why I say that is because when we do the orientation, they're going to get on the call for the first hour. I have to prep them beforehand because the builder may say like, yeah, we only give $250. That's going to be met with an abrupt. So I need to let him know like I'm on it and it's going to be taken care of. So I'll keep you updated. I'll let you know how that works out.
Your plumbers, electricians. It's got your paint colors for your interior walls and trim. That'll go on your breaker panel in the garage. After you freak out on the paint, because no matter how careful you are in the move-in, you're going to scuff a wall, And this is, it's a flat paint, so if you try to wash it off, it could remove the paint. So, purchase a home. All your appliances are covered from LG. They got the same QR code that you can just scan with your phone, and you can register your appliances. All the model numbers, you open it.
There, so it could be disconnected right there, not in the middle of the wall.
Yeah, it could have a disconnect on them, but this one, they don't. It's not required. So it's just hardwired in, and then there's a breaker in the panel. Just to the concrete company, so they can fill that crack for me. It's just a hairline crack. It's nothing structural. And then where he said possible fungi growth, I sent that to the trust company. So they got a company called Mold Stoppers. They come out and they will treat it for me and give me a letter to give to you. And there you go.
Okay, so
I'm on it.
thank you. I appreciate that. So like with the things, the items that are going to be done. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. So
Okay.
radon test came in high, and that's a concern for them. Do you know how they would? I know it's in the policy that Century gives a credit, or
Yeah, I don't know how that works because mostly that's on a basement home, so I don't really understand, because when the inspector left his machine here, we were still actively working in the house. So we had doors open, people
and
were
I let
coming in.
Michelle know. Don't have anything else. If you're good to go, so that I can get my camera and start going around with him. If you're good with that, then I'll record that part and I'll send you. All right.
Perfect.
All right,
Well,
guys.
nice to meet you. Nice talking to you.
And happy closing. And stay warm.
Bye. Behind lot 63, we all just solid. So if one ever trips, you ain't got any power in one of your bathrooms, just come up here and it's easy to reset.
So every bathroom in the house, it's right here.
Yes.
Okay.
They all connected onto one. Under this right vanity in the master bedroom,
Okay.
you have your outside hose bib or spigot, whatever you want to call it, where you hook your water hose. Mm-hmm. This is a winterization valve. So when we get below sub-freezing temperatures, you'll want to winterize your exterior hose bib. The way I like to do it is I go turn it on, let it start running. Then I come and cut this off, which is just a quarter turn. Like that is off. And then I go shut it off outside. And that'll protect you from any kind of frozen pipes.
Okay.
All the other pipes are interior, so really no need to drip sink or anything like that. If I was going out of town for an amount of time, I would shut the main water off, put my hot water heater on vacation, and that way, if there happened to be a leak, it wouldn't turn into a disaster, right? Because if somebody's here and there's a leak, they're going to catch it right and turn the water off. But if nobody's here, it's just a smart way to do it.
Okay, main water off and heater on vacation.
And I'm going to show you all those valves in the garage when we get there.
Okay. This is a deep closet. Right to the top left, there's like a nick up there. Oh, the shoes, Gina. Thanks. Thank you. Are those Jordans?
Mm-hmm.
You have little feet.
I share with Idris.
Oh, you're so lucky. All right.
So this was the one that was on the report.
Okay, yeah, up top. And it's fixed. Okay.
Just want to do because it will work the hinge loose, so it's kind of a homeowner maintenance. You're gonna have to go around and tap them down once in a while, just
Okay.
instead of like the base bumps,
Okay. All right. Can we put some like smudges right there?
Down, they fold up in like this, and then you can climb up there and look around.
Yeah.
Still don't cut back on. You gotta turn it very off all the way, and then turn it back on and reset for you.
Okay.
So it does have controls that you can change temperature.
What is this fancy?
That's how they would get.
Okay, so you said initial? Right.
Inside the boxes.
Inside the boxes, okay. We are finished up.
Benito.
Yes, finished up this orientation. We were outside. It's cold. Yesterday it was hot, and today it's cold. So
And it's going to get colder.
Yeah, she told me you said 20s. Like,
About 28 next week.
okay. Welcome to Georgia, people. Welcome to Georgia. So today, Gina accompanied me to. Do you know why Gina? Your phone name?
Gina.
Okay. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure because we go way back, but I just want to make sure I'm on the business level, like addressing you correctly.
Yes.
But yeah, she did me the pleasure of coming with me today. It was so helpful. Aside from getting some content, she was also another set of eyes. And yeah, it just went really well. We started at 1, it's 2:25 now. The builder's going through and doing some things, but she paid me a compliment. Can you share what the compliment was?
Sure, I guess. But I don't like being on camera. But, okay, so her eyes are so sharp. You're going to see. She goes through this house. If you're out of town or if you can't show up, the way she looks at every detail is like it's her own home.
Thank you.
And that's really what you will want.
Which it ended off here, so yeah, my phone died because that's how much recording we did today. My phone died. We got a lot of content.
Thorough. The word of the day is thorough.
Yes, so I appreciate her for coming. She got the experience. Look, what's your hat say?
This one.
Ask me about real estate.
Thorough.
Thorough. So yeah, she came through. She
Cut no corners.
got experience, and it's a win-win for everybody, and especially for my clients because they're not in town and they're not here. They're not even gonna be here until after closing, maybe for closing. At this point, yeah. Their eyes on the ground. So thank you, Gina.
Thank you.
Okay, we are done leaving the house. Phone dead. My GoPro's dead. You see my bags? Shout out to Olive who made this for me. It's two-sided. The iPad might have 8 or 9%. So yes, we are done. Look at the school bus coming to drop the kiddos off. And yes, now I have to prepare, put all this together to send to them and work on the radon. The radon, I should get that taken care of one way or the other. I'm gonna get it done. I don't even know where the camera is, where I'm supposed to be looking, but great day. Great day.